Is there another song that I should learn?
Yeah, so many songs.
So many songs.
Yeah, so maybe this one, Liling.
Liling?
Liling is our popular folk song, you know. Liling means round and round. It's not only round and around, it has deeper meaning whereby when you use something, you got to go on and on, don't give up.
Music is communicating.
In many ways, it's like sharing a meal with someone.
You don't need to understand the language in order to understand each other.
When you listen to music from different parts of the world, you can try to understand, why does it make people move? Why does it make people happy?
This is really the life I want to live. Traveling the world, meeting interesting people, finding sounds, learning other instruments, learning other languages, learning about other cultures, and then come back and make something out of it.
I am Noor Che'ree.
I am Jonas Petersen.
And this is Symphonic Planet. Borneo, the third largest island in the world. It is the home of orangutans and also one of the oldest rainforests in the world. The island of Borneo is politically divided by three countries: Brunei in the north, East Malaysia, and Indonesian Kalimantan in the south. We are landing in Kuching, the capital city of Sarawak. In a land where the jungle floor has a mind of its own, and the monsoon can rapidly wash anything away, these indigenous tribes were the architects of rainforest homes called longhouses. These homes are raised high from the ground on stilts, where families co-live for generations in the canopy of the rainforest.
In every kampong, there is one person who is an artisan musician.
I wanted to learn more about these cultures, so we decided to meet with some of the musicians of these tribes, to hear their stories, and to study their instruments. Joining us on this trip is Bornean artist, musician, and singer Alena Murang. She is a star in this part of the world, and an expert on the music of various cultures of the region.
Songs are generally called, they're like different types of songs, and they're called by type of song. Like, for example, rap or ballad. I always challenge the idea of traditional. Heritage and tradition is not something in the past. Same idea with like culture. Culture is very much contemporary. So because we live so closely with many indigenous tribes here, there are 52 in Sarawak alone, there are a lot of things from, that my grandmother used to do and practice and believe and sing that we do today, and therefore it's contemporary. Why don't you call a violin player a traditional musician? You don't really.
It is June 9, 2017. My head hurts like crazy. I'm on pain medication. I did what I thought was a smart thing. I went to a doctor and got immunizations for the jungle. And after getting the injections, I got up and started seeing stars, and I fell and I hit my head. The doctor had to call the ambulance, and so they brought me to the hospital. They told me that I had a concussion and a skull fracture. The skull fracture was really close to my spine, and it could have ended differently. Another doctor came by and gave me this whole speech about this is America and it shouldn't happen in America and you should sue them. I'm just glad that I'm alive right now. I was supposed to be in Malaysia right now making music. I really wanted to go to Asia. I've never been to Asia. It's really important for Noor to show me where he comes from. All right, I think I'm out.
Our first stop is a longhouse from the Badayu tribe. It is home to Arthur Borman. He is a well-known musician who plays a bamboo zither called the prague.
This is Uncle Arthur.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You want to try the rice wine?
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, yes, please.
Very nice.
Welcome to Malaysia.
I say thank you. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Yeah.
For the music and dance, it's a piece which we call it Tigada, which means welcome.
standard tuning? What's the tuning?
I'm not so sure. You are talking too much about music.
Okay. Just
It's relative tuning, like
just what feels right?
Do the men also dance?
Yes, but most men becomes musician. This is like a drumstick. We strike it close to the brim. So this is like. You are striking it in a V formation.
V, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So,
V right, V left, V right. Once you feel comfortable, then you start to do the drumming. And this is considered the learning piece for anybody who wants to start learning this instrument. You don't hit it with here. You hit it with here.
Do you know how long this instrument has been around?
There is no written history about it. Some of the song I learned from the old folks, my 87 elder relative who performed the dance. Old song. Probably she was telling me probably it's about 200 or 300 years ago. And it is passed on from one generation to another, just verbally like that. But people who likes music, who love it, they will just sing.
I'm on my way to St. Mark's Catholic Cathedral. Yeah, I'm coming from Santubong. So I'll call you when we're close. He talks so fast.
We are heading further into the jungle to meet world-renowned sape master Matthew Ngau Jau, who is from the Orang Ulu tribe. The sape is one of the most popular instruments around here, and it is known for its healing powers. The sape is what brought me here, and I'm really curious to find out its story.
I feel that this is my responsibility to keep up my traditional instrument to be alive. And the only worries that I have now, because it is being going on, the young one, after they pick up the sape, they tend to make the sape like the guitar.
Do people still use it for curing?
Yeah, right now no more. During my time, I think I was the last one, I think, to witness some of these shaman healing using sape. In my village. Dun, dun. See? He used one finger only. So, see, well done. Oh, so in some tune become better when you add the ornaments, the flower. Yeah. That's like that. You know?
So they call it flower.
Yeah,
Okay.
flower. I don't know the ornament.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is there another song that I should learn?
Yeah, so many songs.
So many songs.
Yeah, so maybe this one, Liling. Liling is our popular folk song, Liling means round and round. It's not only round and around, it has deeper meaning whereby when you use something, you got to go on and on, don't give up. So, Liling. Here, stop. I get it. Then the verse. Pemung jaina talo tiang alam. It's only one person sing that. Tonight we are very happy. Let's sing together. Sing outside again.
Okay.
Something like that. Our music, there's no notes, proper note for that.
Oh, 'cause it's all from feeling.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Like there's one tune called Raindrops. It's from your heart, you said, yeah?
Hearing these songs really makes me feel emotional, and I wish Jonas was here with me. I know he would really love it here, and he would probably be inspired to come up with some great string arrangements.
No?
Yeah, can you hear us?
No.
No? You can't hear us? Yeah, the
As
cell
it
phone
is.
reception's pretty weak here in the jungle. We're pretty deep. We just wanted to say hello and tell you we miss you when we had some type of service.
Good to see that you're all still alive and dead.
It's nice and hot and
Crazy.
sunny here. And lots of
Crazy.
great food, so we'll have to come back. Alright, bye Jonas.
you,
We
bye.
love
Bye,
you.
Jonas.
It's been about a week since my accident. I feel a little better. I think I've lost my sense of taste and smell. It's really strange. Everything tastes the same and smells the same. They've sent me a couple songs that they recorded, and so I'm gonna try to listen to them and see maybe I can work on something.
Lama,
Our lineage comes from Borneo. From what I understand, my greatest grandfather that we can remember, he was a king of Borneo. I think it's a very common thing to have a lot of kings and sultans. Sultans are like governors of states. No one in my family on my dad's side was musical. He was the first. So he would tell me stories. I didn't know anything about Malaysia. I was very proud of it though. I always thought of it as home, even though I'm not a resident. And I don't know if I earn the right to say this is my home, but I feel so at home with this place. It's just really great to be here. And there's so much here to see. There's so much here to discover. You know, in this dense forest, there's so many mysteries and hidden stories waiting to be told. You just have to go out and see it. I'm going back into a waterfall. It's pretty dark. And it's humid. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary going by myself because I'm alone in the jungle and never want to go alone. I hope I'll be okay. Okay, I think I'm lost. Not really sure which way I'm supposed to go. This jungle's really dense. This is why you don't go alone sometimes. I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna set up shop, record the rainforest here. There was a bird that was singing these particular notes. Holy shoot, I don't know where I am. This looks like the way I came back from. Or not. It's quite nice psychologically to talk to myself. Because there's so many things I'm like afraid a snake will like jump out at me. I should have been going this way. Wow, how about that? How about that? On our way back to the city, we are stopping at the Sarawak Cultural Village, a place that preserves and showcases some of the local culture and the lifestyles of the various indigenous tribes of Sarawak.
This is the Orang Ulu house. Orang Ulu is the umbrella name for a lot of tribes like Kelabit, Kenyah, Kayan, Penan, Bembawang. They live in the upper regions of certain rivers. Orang Ulu directly translates to upriver people.
Here, we found a place called the Rainforest Music House. Very accommodating here, very nice people. This is absolutely incredible. I mean, there's just, you could do a whole composition.
Nkromo. Yeah, my name is Derek. My instrument is Nkromo. A long time ago, we have a system butter, change food with the items, right? So we get this thing is from the China. They have different sounds with the gamelans. So it's very nice sounds. Yeah.
We spent an entire day recording all these incredible instruments, and we recorded them one note at a time to capture as much detail as possible. Our mission is not only to experience and document these instruments and cultures, we are preserving them in the form of pristine sound recordings and so-called virtual instruments. These virtual instruments can be used by any musician around the globe, and thus enable a new form of communication across different time zones and cultures. Back in Los Angeles and after Jonas's recovery, we're going straight to the studio to share our findings with our friends and add our own twist to some of the songs we recorded in Borneo with our orchestra. So we have about 12 string players. Jonas is the boss.
I'm bossing everyone around. We have this beautiful space here. It sounds really nice in here, and it's a perfect spot to record the little orchestra.
Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are going to record something really special. We went to Borneo. The sape master that I was studying from, he made this for us.
I wasn't there, but they sent me some stuff, and so I wrote a string arrangement for this song.
It's an ethnomusicology challenge when you're working with ethnic instruments and songs because, you know, it's hard to translate into notation.
Especially because she plays always against everything. Like she plays with the main melody, but like basically the fermato is 3 8 notes.
Yeah, so so it's gonna be 1 2 3 1 2 3 and then 6.
So the beginning is
We have a beautiful tune. It's the welcoming song.
All right. And one more in.
What's your favorite song?
I don't have a favorite chant. This one I call Ti Salamat. So it means welcoming my guests, and then you always talk about how good they look and take my hand, I welcome you. Ti salamat, natulog tuyang naman, lan pala, lan pala, tujo, tiyang, tioyos, tioyos. Namo ino, namo ino, lo Combe, tiyan.
We brought home a uniquely crafted instrument made from the sacred woods of the rainforest, and we have the honor of playing this instrument and sharing the songs. Maybe we're even playing a small part in keeping the traditions of Borneo alive. This journey has inspired an unquenchable curiosity in me, and I know we haven't even scratched the surface yet. While we may be back in LA now, sharing this story, we know, deep down, this story's not over, and we will be back. We should probably teach him how to say thank you. The phrase is called Terima Kasih. In literal translation, it means I give you my love.
All right, ready? And